کوچک اما تعیین کننده، نمادی از فناوری‌های نوین در رزم. کار را به شاهد 136 سپردند. در لایه‌های مختلف از پیش تعیین شده عملیات دفاع مستحکم از سواحل کشور و البته جزایر ایرانی هم تمرین شد.
نیروهای
آتشبار با گلوله‌های مجاورتی دارند. این آتش سنگین به مواضع دشمن.
همه عزیزان در مهارت‌های مختلف از جمله موشکی، توپخانه، پهپادی و نیروی مخصوص و زرهی و سوارزرهی اقدامات خیلی خوبی ها طراحی شده. این طراحی ها بر اساس تهدیداتی که هست طراحی شده.
کشور یگانهای موشکی نیروی زمینی سپاه با سامانه‌های جدید و البته متنوع اهداف خود در فواصل مختلف را هدف گرفتند. حالا سامانه موشک
and will not make this certification. We will not continue down a path whose predictable conclusion is
نمیدونم، زیاد امیدوار نیستم چون که شرایط یکسان نیست. مذاکره کننده یکی خیلی پرسنبه و پرزور اومده، امکاناتش هم زیاده. از این ور ما هم ایران هم تو مسائل تو موضع ضعفه، اونا هم تسلیم کامل میخوان و این به نظرم شدنی نیست. همه نگرانن دیگه، چون تبعات جنگ اونا هم با یک کشوری مثل آمریکا جنگیدن. حالا یه زمانی ما 8 سال با عراق جنگیدیم، خب یک کشوری هم سطح خودمون بود، ولی خب با آمریکا و اسرائیل و ناتو جنگیدن، تبعاتش قطعا سهمگین و غیر قابل پیش بینیه. هم نگرانن دیگه، ولی خب کاری نمیشه کرد. ما که نمیتونیم کشورمون رو ترک کنیم و با لاجرم بسازیم دیگه.
من پیش بینی اینه که اگر واقعا طرفین درخواست خودشون صادق باشن، جنگ شروع خواهد شد.
حقیقتا امیدی ندارم با وضعیتی که ایران داره، از سر مواضع خودش پایین نمیاد قطعا، و چون اگر که پایین بیاد رسما این ایدئولوژی 40 ساله‌ای خودش رو کاملا فروخته و من امیدی ندارم به این، چون حالا سخنرانی مختلفی توسط رهبران دو تا کشور اتفاق میفته که هیچ کدوم رسما تن نمیخوان بدن به توافق و احتمال جنگ بالاست. بابت جنگ نگرانی ندارم، چون دیگه چقدر بیشتر از این بخواد کشته بشه.
President would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever.
کشور یگانهای موشکی نیروی زمینی سپاه با سامانه‌های جدید و البته متنوع اهداف خود در فواصل مختلف را هدف گرفتند.
And we're working very hard to end the ninth war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer. For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb. And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like, 32,000 protesters. 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue. They're starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again, and are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
We have heard 62号的后面的 OK 那个吧 نمیخوام آقا بریم تو نمیخوام آقا دیگه میرن جلو رد چی آقا اصلا من رفتم
The president's initial statement, and the president reiterated that statement last night on True Social, that Operation Midnight Hammer was an overwhelmingly successful mission that did, in fact, obliterate Iran's nuclear facilities. That is not just verified by the President of the United States, but also the International Atomic Energy Commission as well. That does not mean that Iran may never try again to establish a nuclear program that could directly threaten the United States and our allies abroad, and that's what the president wants to ensure can never happen again. And just one more note with respect to Iran before I run into my morning meeting. President Trump's first option is always diplomacy, but as he has shown, he is willing to use the lethal force of the United States military if necessary. So it's always, the president is always the final decision maker around here. And I've seen a lot of sensationalist reporting over the past day that is just completely untrue. And anyone speculating to the media, hiding behind an anonymous source, pretending to know what President Trump is thinking or a decision he will make with respect to action against Iran has no idea what they're talking about.
播报新闻是我的日常，必须时刻保持妆容和皮肤的最佳状态。当来到人生中最重要的时刻，也是 KS 逆时奇迹帮助我轻松驾驭，闪闪发光。KS 逆时奇迹活肤露全效精华、精华霜，多达5种 EGF 6大冻龄关键成分，保湿效果让我非常满意，小细纹也不再困扰我。我就是我自己的最佳女主角 ，KS 让我从容自信，光彩动人。我是我人生中的大女主，我的最爱我做主。KS 逆时奇迹系列热卖中，下单请上快点购，透过中天新闻网 App 下单立减50， 或输入 CTI 推荐码有额外折扣。